it going, YouTube? It's your boy Ron. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Super Mario Sunshine. In our last episode, we basically focused on Peter Park, and we really just collected shine sprites only there. Very annoying if you recall. But in today's episode, okay, I'm sorry. I gotta stop abusing this, man. That was kind of rude. But in today's episode, we are going to be focusing on the newest place, and in order to do so, we are going to have to interact with that light beam that's been shooting down for many episodes that we've seen already. But one thing I want to do before we get there is, as you saw in the very intro when I was abusing this man, just jumping on him for no reason, this Pianta does give you something special once you've collected that milestone right there, 30 shine sprites. If we go ahead and talk to him. I love the sunshine, but oh, is it ever bright. Here, little man, try a pair of my special sunshades. They're cool. Yeah, you're styling now. Come back and talk to me when you don't need them anymore. And provides one interesting cosmetic change for Mario. He puts on the special sunshades. Dang, say that pretty fast. Okay, it doesn't really do anything for Mario. It's just a matter of cosmetics, and pretty much just acts like he's wearing shades. Pretty cool. All right. But now we're going to go ahead and introduce ourselves to the next area. That is what I promised. Well, that was one of the things I was promising in this next episode. And the one way we can actually go ahead and access this new area is one that isn't always the most obvious, but in fact, if you talk to these guys, they'll actually tell you how to get to the new place. It sure is dark. Is this the daytime? Oh, okay, maybe not you. You're not helpful. Just get angry in the background. Now, what's that big old shine? The guy would say it's like a shining of the eye of Delfino. Okay, so you both aren't helpful. So let me be helpful. What you're actually supposed to do is not the shades aren't required, but remember, never look at the sunlight directly. That is bad for your eyes. But in this case, since we're Mario, that's not a big deal. We go ahead and look at it anyways. It shines a bright light and introduces the next area, Noki Bay, and we start off with episode 1. Uncork the Waterfall. And very shortly, as we'll see how Noki Bay looks like, it is a vast bay land. And it is a Noki populated area, of course, it fits the name. Alright, and now we're going to go ahead and start off with a new place. Very nice. And let's go ahead and talk to this guy. Ooh, oh, welcome. Master Mario, I presume. We have heard much about you. Yes, and all of it good. As for me, I am just an old man who loves nothing but fishing. But lately, I have had a terrible problem. Please look up there. That Monty Mole, we've already seen him once before. And we know what kind of trouble he can cause. Causing a mess. I don't know who did it, but someone corked our waterfall. This, no doubt, is why our lovely bay has been polluted, has become polluted. I can't even fish, and so I ask for your help. Yank that cork. Please fulfill this old man's wish. Oh, what's that? You'll do it? You'll do it? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I knew I could count on you. Just beware of that guy on the cork. And yes, it is now our job to at least to uncork the waterfall as said in episode 1. And the bay is very polluted because, as you can see, this is not a natural color for water, I think. If we even step foot on it, instant damage. So you definitely want to be careful with that. Falling down into that and not having any pretty much tangible ledge to grab on can result in possible death because, you know, those things really get at you really quick. So what we're meant to do is, of course, scale the very tops of this to the very top of the waterfall's peak, the cork, and unclog it. So we're going to go ahead and start making our way up. It's honestly not that bad to get up there. It's really just doing it and having patience because there's just a lot of tracking through. Noki Bay is one of the more infamous, or one of the more notable landmarks just because of ooh, that would do that. It's just one of the more notable landmarks that just has a lot of surprises and hidden like ledges and everything about it. Kind of like that example, how we got rid of that goop and it just unveiled that ledge. This is really one of the only episodes we're actually tracking through the entirety of like majority of Noki Bay. But other than that, Noki Bay is not that bad. It's admittedly one of my least favorite missions, if I'm just being totally honest. I've never been a fan of water, mainly water levels to begin with. Not that there's anything wrong with them. It's kind of like me with red coins. I just don't have a good time with them. But I get the purpose of it. Like, I hate red coin missions. You guys have already heard me say that a good amount of times now. but we do them. It's part of the Mario game. It's part of the series. It's part of what makes this game so great. And just like with water levels, it just adds something special to it. So we can complain, but it's not like we don't have a choice in not doing so. Okay. Clearing these landmarks isn't entirely necessary. In fact, if I were speedrunning this mission, I could have technically already been to the top right about now. There is a lot of this you can't avoid. There is going to be a lot of secret nooks and crannies here and there. I mean, that's pretty much a staple in the Mario series regardless. I don't think there's anything... No, there's nothing more towards that side. I think there might be I think there might be a blue coin up in here. I'm not going to be surprised if there isn't. Up there. Oh, yo, I was actually about to fall all the way back down. Oh, but I don't want to waste water for no reason, though.
How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes, got nowhere to run.
The epitome of falling down. Okay, I'm just gonna make a quick pit stop on my way back up. Be with you guys in just a second. Okay, guys, I am back. One thing I wasn't actually aware of is after you've used the spring, it does go away. I was not aware of that, but after taking a look at the camera, seeing where it would have ended up and having to track through, it is a blue coin all the way up there. So I'm not really going to be worrying about that now. That's not the point of today's episode, honestly. So we're going to go ahead and just make our way up. We did waste a little bit more time just because of doing so, but we're honestly more than halfway done through tracking up to the very top of the waterfall. So it's not really that big of a deal. Okay, no, these things really annoying. Okay. Once we get up here, we're basically already almost there. Like if I take a look, we're pretty much within touching distance of Monty Mole. And really everything that's going to be not in our objective way is really just going to be... Ooh, no, I don't want to use it. It's just going to be a bunch of secret hidden passageways that really are only useful for collecting blue... Okay, I know you can. For collecting blue coins and not much else. But you're going to be careful here because I don't want to get knocked out. Once we get a little bit closer, just like every other time we encountered Monty Mole, he's just gonna start bringing. He's gonna stop shooting whatever he's shooting, and then it'll just bring up bombs. Let's clean up this because I really don't want these things to interfere with me. So he does have a. He is in a relatively far distance. Okay. Wasted a little bit of time there. Gonna go ahead. Just have to do it twice. I like how he just sacrificed that bomb. And then the last one. Oh, I thought I missed that completely. That's why I can't do basketball. But defeating Monty Mole was enough to go ahead and get rid of the cork, and Monty goes with them. But of course, uncorks the waterfall. It is now free-flowing again. How magnificent. It's really just going to spit out this animation. It will go back to normal the next time. No. Because if you hit me, you're probably going to make me fall off the waterfall. And I don't want to track back all the way. We've already wasted enough time this episode. Let's go ahead and collect our spoils for saving Noki Bay, uncorking the waterfall. Well, maybe not saving. That could be stretching it out a bit. But we'll say we did a good job, nonetheless. We are still going to be heading back to Noki Bay. We're just going to be seeing this for quite a while. I might end up finally resolving that in the next episode or so. It's not a big deal for now since we already just unlocked Noki Bay. I kind of want to just focus on here. If I go ahead and... Oh, I keep pausing when I mean to pull up this menu. Because when I go ahead and click on here, we have a good amount of shines everywhere else. I still need to collect the one for Peanut Park. And I'm going to go ahead and do Noki Bay. Probably within the next episode or two, I'll go ahead and unlock the next area since, spoiler, that Shadow Mario encounter does give us access to the next area. But we're going to go ahead and start looking at the sun again because, you know, it's always great to look at the sun. And go towards episode 2, the boss of the Tricky Ruins. And just like this, the last episode, well, episode 1, I mean, we're going to be doing a lot of tracking through. And the grand old Noki is showing us we're going to have to go through a lot. What do you have to say? Mario, thank you for all your help earlier. That was truly spectacular. Would you mind being my new teacher? I mean, never mind. My grandpa's up ahead, and he wants something to tell you. Or he wants to tell you something. Man, you were being a little sus, boy. Alright, but enough of that. Let's go ahead and make our way over. Even though the waterfall is back to normal, that doesn't mean the water is going to be back to its normal state already. This actually does tie into a different episode, but we're not going to go ahead of ourselves just yet. Let's go ahead and actually take care of what we're supposed to be doing and not hitting the ledge. Let's see what he has to tell us. Excellent. Way to go, Master Mario. You have returned our waterfall to normal. Bravo. What that? The ocean's still dirty. Strange. It looks like my theory was way off. Yo, that's okay. I think I got a lead on the real cause. Now this may not seem like much of a reward, but I'm going to reveal to you one of Noki Bay's deepest secrets. And as he pans over, the secret is going to be right over yonder. Like an ancient cove, but it actually has a shine sprite for us. This bay actually contains the tomb of an ancient Noki king. When you spray water on the paintings, a path usually opens. It's almost like magic, and one path leads to a hidden shine sprite. Honest, this is all true, maybe. Maybe. Alright, but that means our journey doesn't start over there. I believe there is a way you can actually clip over to that, but if there is, I haven't found it. I feel like either that's blocked off, or you have to use one of the ledges at the very top and time it, but I've never tried it, and I haven't seen any videos where you could. So at this point, I don't know if you actually can. We're just going to go ahead and do what the game intends us to do, and that's to go through the tricky ruins. Not a secret level, but it's basically filled with a bunch of secrets. So let's go ahead. We could go through back in. I think we're supposed to go through this way. Oh, wait, no. Oh, no, we were supposed to go through. Okay. This is also why I don't like Noki Bay. It's notable for having the longest missions, although it's for intended purposes, not exactly you know, it can still be sped run really easily. Alright, we go up and whoo! This actually doesn't have any significance to the level. It did have that yellow bird that actually does have a shine sprite, oddly enough, but we're gonna go ahead and ignore that for now because that's not our main priority. I think what we're actually supposed to no, I think that just has blue coins, but over here, oh, if we start making our way towards the right side, that's actually what we're supposed to be doing. Okay, I didn't mean to take damage. And look at these, some bloopers. We did kind of honestly skip some sections, but that's okay. That's not a big deal. How do you... Honestly, that's okay. We didn't even have to do anything. But yes, this is the paint. These were the paint, quote-unquote paintings that the Noki was talking about. Spraying them with water does reveal some hidden passageways. Some of them are on a set timer, so you do have to be careful. You do want to make sure you're taking your time and actually trekking it through, because if not, it'll just get back into its original shape, and then you're just gonna have to spray it all over, and you don't want to be pushed off at a spot where it's inconvenient for you. Go ahead and make our way up, and then honestly, we've already made it to the end. We really skipped a lot of the actual maze itself. Like looking towards the bottom left, there's that. Oh, it's actually heading back to its regular shape. No, you get away from it. But like, as you can see, in a moment, it's actually gonna start getting back to its shape. Okay, you are just making noise. That when you hear that sound, that's how you know it's going back to its regular position, and you gotta make sure you're on good timing. Oh, get up! All right. Oh, what was that? It's a familiar face. It's Blooper again. How many times do we have to fight this guy? This guy just never seems to leave. But he is back, and he's a little bit stronger. Pretty much the same as the Blooper returns fight from episode 4. I think it's episode 4 or episode 5. You just have to find a way to defeat him the exact same way. Time it right. There we go. Unclog the cork. Again, we're unclogging corks in these Noki Bay episodes. But we're pretty much doing rinse and repeat of what we did last time. I just want to make sure I'm doing it kind of right. And then once we go ahead and pull, make sure we have, yep, we're good. All we have to do is pull, and then this should be hit one last time. With some very disjointed tentacles. And he just somehow flies off into the distance. But this time defeating him doesn't grant us a shine sprite, but it's what's down below that has, that hoses, or that homes the shine sprite. So really, we just avoided, like, hold on, to prevent me going from too far, we just prevented basically all those puzzles and unnecessary time wasters. Noki Bay just has a lot of that. That's really going to be a pain in the ass coming back to, but it's not a big deal now. We can just go ahead and dive down, and we can go ahead and grab our rope. I kind of want to do that in a better fashion. Hold on. We can go ahead and triple jump and... Okay. I know I can do it. I did it before. Okay. We go right here. 1, 2... Okay, no. I think I need to be... Okay, right here. 1, 2, 3... A little bit anticlimactic. But yes, we made it. And I believe you can actually clip out of here, so just be careful. You don't want to have to end up clipping out and then doing all that unnecessary stuff again. But the secret room is actually quite nice. You know, it has some good treasures and urns, you know. It's, I guess, what the ancient King Noki did. But I don't, what was that? No, get away from me. I want the Shine Sprite. The second of Noki Bay. Whew. And honestly, through all of that, that actually took quite a while. I mean, we spent a majority of the episode just collecting 2 shines, but mainly it was because of the fact that it was just cracking a lot. But in the meantime, since I did promise we are going to get rid of that Shadow Mario, let's go ahead and do so. So what we do have to do is head over to him. He just showed us that he's in the main plaza right now with the Yoshi Egg. Let's go ahead and find him. And pretty much like every other time we've seen Shadow Mario, well, I think it's only been a few times. I think it's only been twice. You go ahead and spray him down. And yes, make sure you spray civilians along the way. Where'd he go? Really? He climbed all the way to the rooftops. Oh! He's a dick. Okay, let's go ahead and go. Come on. This shouldn't be this hard, like, honestly. Okay, he should be... Are you kidding? There we go. You got weak now. Go ahead and approach him. Darn, I was just about to ride that Yoshi too. Yo, hold up. But yes, it does reveal a Yoshi Egg. This is actually one of the first times we are seeing it. I mean, you might have seen small glimpses of it throughout a few episodes when we could have had access to it. But this is really the first time we've seen Yoshi. Oddly enough, he wants a banana that's right there. There is a lot to Yoshi. If I go ahead and actually bring the fruit that he wants, conveniently enough, it is right over here. Go ahead and grab it, and we get access to Yoshi. And Yoshi does provide some actual good stuff for us. You befriended Yoshi, make him eat with B. Let's go ahead and save. And just to go ahead and wrap things up in today's episode, I just go ahead and tell you what Yoshi's really all about. Yoshi is a convenient companion for you in a lot of your Shine Sprite journeys, and is required in certain Shine Sprite levels. Well, to access the levels, I mean. You do get some better speed. You do get a lot of vertical jump with Yoshi. He's basically like Mario, but just pretty much improve every aspect of him. You know, he can actually spray just like blood, except Yoshi spits out juice, weirdly enough, and can eat a lot of enemies and fruits and everything. Yoshi is just very useful to have. There is one downside of it though. Yoshi, while very useful and is going to be a big plus in our journey, unfortunately we'll have to show him off in style because he hates one thing, and other than the enemies, he hates water. Yoshi ends up disintegrating and dies and just turns into poop and then disappears because Yoshi cannot stand water. Fun facts, but we're going to go ahead and end things off with that. I'll talk a little bit more about Yoshi and its impactfulness in future episodes when we actually need him. We're not really going to be requiring his services yet, but he will be coming up soon. But just to end off things on that note, we're going to go ahead and call it for today's episode. So guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. Do hope you enjoyed. Just a minor recap, we visited Noki Bay for the first time, grabbed only 2 Shine Sprites. Admittedly, both of them are considered some of the longer episodes based on the game standards that we have done. So it did take up a lot of our time. But in the next episode, guys, I do go ahead and plan to go head back to Noki Bay, and then we'll see if there's anything else we can do in terms of visiting Isle Delfino's shines or other places. But in fact, honestly, we might just take it to the new places and here for now. So guys, this has been your boy Ron. Rude. Excuse me, sir. That is not nice. I'm trying to do an outro here. This has been your boy Ron. Until next time, I'll see you guys back at Isle Delfino so we can go ahead and collect some more Shine Sprites. I'll see you guys then. Take care.